yes. Welcome to SatireAIzed, the only channel where your appetite and sanity wrestle for survival, where the chefs don't wash their hands but somehow cleanse your soul, where every meal is a gamble and every bite whispers, "Should I have written a will first?" Stay strong, stay curious, and if you've made it this far without fainting, you already belong here. Subscribe. Your stomach may never forgive you. Ah yes, behold the Michelin street chef of Biohazard Boulevard, master of the chicken feet and butane egg risotto deluxe, each serving lovingly handcrafted, marinated in sweat, and stirred with the precision of a man who's clearly given up on gloves, spoons, and possibly hope. Watch in awe as he folds rice, mystery sauce, and poultry appendages together with the same hands that probably fixed a rickshaw this morning. The texture? Somewhere between wet newspaper and déjà vu from your last food poisoning. And just when you think it can't get any more artisanal, he serves it directly onto recycled paperwork, sustainable and regrettable. Truly, this dish reminds me of the little vomit logs my dog used to bury in the backyard. Except this one costs extra for the authentic experience. Welcome to the Wheel of Dysentery, the only game show where everyone loses weight instantly. Watch as our culinary alchemist pours molten curry straight from the cauldron of regret, then seasons it with equal parts mystery herbs and existential dread. The aroma alone could sterilize a lab rat at 20 paces. And the best part? It's a full-body experience, because this masterpiece exits your system far faster and under much higher pressure than it ever entered. Truly a flavor so intense it bypasses digestion and heads straight for the emergency exit. The legendary Surrealist omelette, cooked in a pan that looks like it's seen more cricket matches than frying sessions. I'm not sure if this cookware was designed by Salvador Dali or rescued from an archaeological dig behind a dumpster fire. Here we see bread soaking in egg, sizzling gently while the local health authorities look the other way. But not the rats. Oh no, the rats are the real critics here. They inspect, approve, and if fortune smiles upon you, they'll season your meal themselves. One delicate paw print at a time. Finally, it's all elegantly served on today's newspaper, so you can read your own obituary while you eat. Ah yes, welcome to the Fermentation Festival, where the chef doesn't serve food, he curates biological ecosystems. In this sacred bowl of chaos, we find rotting fruit, mango leather, and enough airborne protein from the resident fly colony to technically qualify as a mixed grill. Each scoop is a surprise. A bit of syrupy decay here, a chunk of sun-baked mystery there. Truly the tasting menu of entropy itself. The chef, ever generous, ensures everyone gets a little of everything. Mold, sugar, despair, and just a hint of tetanus. A balanced plate for those who like their vitamins with a side of virology. Behold the street risotto a la handwash, a dish so immersive the chef personally scrubs the pan and your lunch in one glorious motion. Each grain of rice marinated in essence of elbow and mystery sauce, stirred with the passion of a man exfoliating his soul. The ingredients? Potatoes, oil, despair, and a faint note of industrial degreaser. Michelin stars? No, Michelin fingerprints, directly included.
Dad, I want to shave my mustache.
No daughter of mine is going to shave her mustache. Go back to scamming or I will spray you with deodorant.
No, not the deodorant.
Welcome to the all-you-can-suffer buffet, featuring 5 artisanal shades of diarrhea, from mild regret to full emotional breakdown. Each pot tells a story. The first one whispers lumpy despair, the second screams emergency exit, and by the 5th, your soul has achieved liquid form. Everything's hand-stirred, occasionally hand-entered, and served fresh from the cauldron of consequences. Truly a tasting journey through every stage of gastrointestinal denial. Michelin? No, this place's rating is flush-worthy. Ah yes, the Hygienic lemonade experience. Freshly brewed, straight from the intersection of optimism and cholera. Each lemon is hand-washed in a bucket that's seen more construction work than a cement mixer, then marinated in authentic street essence and stirred with the same hand that's been through several lifetimes of flavor. The result? A zesty blend of citrus, minerals, and microbial mystery, guaranteed to cleanse your soul and everything else inside you within the next 30 minutes. At Frostbite Ice Stand, the experience begins with the vendor hacking away at a prehistoric slab of ice, excavated from the depths of an unclean freezer. The process is less artisanal and more crime scene, as jagged ice shards are violently chipped off and dumped into a cup with no regard for portion control or hygiene. Then comes the signature compression technique, performed barehanded, ensuring a rich infusion of mystery germs. The grand finale, a splash of fluorescent red refrigerant liquid, which they swear is strawberry flavored, but tastes more like a mechanical failure. For those seeking a test of immune strength and questionable life choices, this is the place. For everyone else, maybe just chew on a cold sponge and save yourself the risk. Nothing screams gourmet adventure like a man straight out of an NPC generator trotting down a sun-scorched dirt road on a horse that looks like it lost a fight with malnutrition. Dressed for an Arctic expedition in the middle of a 50-degree furnace, our guide, equipped with sunglasses that have seen more despair than a budget airline pilot, takes us on an exclusive journey to the closest Michelin-starred establishment. And what a place it is. The ambiance? Unbeatable. Somewhere between post-apocalyptic refuge and open-air biohazard experiment, the kitchen is a symphony of human dedication and saliva, where food isn't merely prepared, it's experienced. The secret ingredient? A collective effort of mastication, ensuring that every bite is pre-chewed with love, care, and a healthy dose of whatever bacteria nature intended for the adventurous palate. Now on to the main course, a stunning slab of kudu ribs, aged to perfection, not in the dry aging sense, but more in the left in the sun too long way. This masterpiece of protein is as tense as a debt-ridden gambler and tougher than an Arctic sailor's knuckles. Forks? Useless. Knives? Laughable. You'd have better luck gnawing on a truck tire after a 1,000-mile journey. In the end, this isn't just a meal. It's a test of endurance, a battle against the very fabric of chewability, a Michelin-starred fever dream where only the strong survive. Would I recommend it? Absolutely, if you're looking to replace your dental work. Bon appetit, warriors. Why trust science when you can trust your local amateur herbalist? Introducing the ultimate homemade isotonic drink, crafted from the freshest ingredients nature and your neighbor's neglected porch weeds have to offer. Sustainability meets sheer recklessness, as today's special brew features an exquisite selection of backyard botanicals, hand-plucked without permission and infused with the essence of questionable decision-making. The base? A thick, milky liquid of unknown origin, possibly dairy, possibly experimental, but certainly unsettling. Into this elixir, our fearless creator adds a touch of terroir, generous helpings of sand, mud, and a mysterious foam that defies categorization. Could it be fermentation? Could it be nature's warning? We may never know. Filtration, of course, is an art form. In place of modern hygiene, we are treated to a time-honored method, straining the concoction through an ancient, battle-worn fabric that could easily pass for the Shroud of Turin. The result? A beverage that promises hydration, tests your immune system, and raises deep existential concerns about what it truly means to be natural. Contains electrolytes, bravery, and a hint of regret. Drink responsibly, or preferably not at all. If you ever find yourself wandering the labyrinthine alleys of our city's night markets, beware the doriyaki mussel cauldron, a dish so visionary, so utterly deranged, that it redefines the boundaries of human digestion. At its helm stands a culinary anarchist, a street vendor whose commitment to innovation is rivaled only by his apparent disregard for food safety laws. His magnum opus? A gargantuan cauldron, its surface encrusted with a legion of doriyakis, clinging to the metal like mussels on the hull of a sunken ship. What eldritch adhesive binds them there? We may never know. Mucus? Desire? Industrial glue? One can only speculate. Then, as if guided by a force beyond mortal comprehension, our maestro uncaps a container of industrial-grade white paint and pours it over the unsuspecting pastries. The viscous fluid seeps into every crevice, baptizing the doriyakis in an unholy marinade. The cauldron lid slams shut, trapping the mixture in a fermentation ritual so potent it could summon an ancient god. But wait, enter the Iceman, a reformed serial killer whose passion for murder has found new expression in the merciless stabbing of ice blocks. He strides forward, his expression cold as the frost he wields, and drops 3 jagged boulders into the bubbling inferno. His work done, he vanishes into the night, leaving only silence and condensation. The grand finale approaches. Our chef, now more mad scientist than baker, unveils the final creation. A plate of what might once have been doriyakis, now baptized in their own rebirth. But he is not done. No, he must complete the ritual. Another generous drizzle of white paint, a dusting of unidentified spices, a splash of ketchup for that artisanal touch, and finally, the pièce de résistance, a cloud of magic powder.